Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about function, and I'm super excited to be talking about function today. I would like you to at least watch till the end. Please like, subscribe, and hit up the notification bell. So talk about function. What would I like you to understand, or would I like you to know about a function? First of all, is the definition of a function. Definition of a function. So, what is a function? If you ask me to define a function, I'll start giving you examples of a function. Let's take, for instance, now that you came up from your house, you saw a bus, you bought a bus, you went to the nearest market. That is a function. It is what a function. Or maybe you you keep operating your phone. It's still a function. Or you punch some digits of numbers into a calculator and press a button to give you a unique outcome. It is a function. It is what function. There are many things we do in our daily life activities that we don't even know that is a function. So let us look at this one now. Let's take, for instance, here I am now in Africa, and let me say, for example, I want to go over to Asia and I don't know how to do it. I will do this that I will do on the board. Somebody is here in Africa. Somebody is here in Africa. In Africa. Let me draw a bigger one. Here in Africa, let me say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And here is Asia or Europe. So now say maybe let's say Asia, here is Africa. Let's say here, no, let me not use this. Let me say country A, country 1, let me say country 2, let me say country 3, let me say country 4, country 5, country 6, country 7, and my favorite country, country 8. So each of these are what countries in, let me say, Asia. And people from Africa want to move to Asia. So now, a function can map this person to country 1, can map this person to country 2, or country 7, can map this person to country 2, can map this person to country 8, can map this person to country 3, can map this person to country 4, can map this person to country 5, can map this person to country 6. If we have country 7, okay, if we have, let me say, IJ, this also can map this person to country 1. Country 1. So now, and also, if you have this also can map this person to country 3. If we have another one, K, this can map this person again to country 5. So there's something I want you to understand here now. Now this is a function, and the function maps what? One element from Africa down to Asia. Do you understand something? It maps one element from Africa down to Asia. Now, let's look at the function like a machine. As a machine, this is a machine. Remember, when I say a machine, I don't mean a motorcycle. I mean a machine, and a machine is a machine like motor is a machine, vehicle is a machine, and car is a machine. So let's take, for example, now this is a machine. Now calculator also is a machine, and the calculator machine is what I'm going to be using now. You punch in some you punch in some digits of number inside this calculator. For example, now the square root of 4 divided by 2. Now it's going to give you what? An outcome, which is what? 1. It's going to give you an outcome, which is 1. Now if you press the square root of, this is another word, press the square root of 4 divided by 0, it's going to give you an outcome, which is math error. Or if you press another one, let's take another, you press 40 divided by the square root of negative 4 is going to give you an outcome, math error. Math error. Now, what happened here? I'm going to analyze what happened inside the calculator, inside the panel of calculator, the components of calculator. Now, here, this rule here, the square root of 4, like we all know, is what is 2. So now 2 divided by 2 is going to give us 1. So the components of the calculator understands this. That is why it was able to evaluate it and give you the output 1. Now, when you come here, the components of this calculator did not understand. It understands it very well. To give it to, but when you are dividing by 0, now what happens here is that these functions here shattered this thing. They destroyed the component of this calculator. The calculator will not be doing jiggy jiggy jiggy. I don't understand again. I will not tell you what math error. Why? Because there is no thing that it is not possible for you to divide by 0. In fact, it is not possible for you to divide by 0. Now the same thing applicable here when you divide 40 by negative what? By root of negative 4. In real line, some calculators are programmed by in real valued numbers. So when you evaluate the square root of negative 4, which doesn't have any value in real line, if the calculator cannot do it, that is why you have what? Math error. So the components here are shattered. Do you understand now? So that is it. Now I want you to understand something again. That I said that a function maps one element from Africa to Asia. It is possible for you to move 2 people from Africa to a particular country in Asia. But it is not possible, at the same time, but it is not possible for you to move 1 person to 2 countries in Asia at the same time. It is not possible. But you can move me and my brother from Africa here down to Asia in one country, even in one village, even in one room. But it is not possible for you to move me to Asia and Europe at the same time. It is not possible. So you see that a function takes 1 person to 1 place at a time. Do you see that? So that is a function. So now let us define what a function is. Having had some ideas on of what a function is, I can now tell that a function is a rule. It is what? A rule, a mapping that takes one element from the main set you are working with and assign it to a unique element to another set you are working with. Let us define it mathematically. Let's say that this is a set A, and this is set B. Now, what a function does, it takes one element from set A, which is called the domain. The domain here is called the range or the codomain. Now, what a function does, it picks one element from set A, which is the domain, and assigns it. It is a rule, it must be a rule that takes one element from the domain and assign it to another element, a unique element, and the range or the codomain. Apart from that, there is no function. So I say that again. A function is a rule or a mapping that takes one element from the domain of the set you are working with and assign it to a unique number to the in the codomain or the range of the values of number you are working with. So now, having understood that, we go over to some examples. Okay, there's something again I want us to know before I move on to examples. Now, this f here denotes a function. This f denotes a function. Now, x here is a variable. And let's say it's equal to, let's say 8x squared plus 7x, okay, 8x cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x minus 12 is equal to 0. Now this is an algebraic what? Expression. Now by the time we put all of this together, we say that f of x is equal to 8x cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x minus 12 is equal to 0. Now, what is this? This is a function of x. Now, when it is like this, it is called what? A function. Now, when we have something like f of what? X, we call it f of x. F of what? X. Now, it is what? It is the value of number that the function has assigned to the what? To the variable x when being evaluated at the given what? Function. For example, now here now we have f of x. We don't know what x is. We don't know what we don't know the output. We don't know what it's going to give us. But at every x, let's say x greater than 0, or let's say greater or equal to 0, when you evaluate x at this, you are going to be having different number. Okay, let's say this is 0, 0, 0. The first one you're going to have is what? 12. Negative what? 12. When you evaluate this is at x equal to 0, is there at x equal to 0, at x equal to 1, you have that this is 1, this is 1, this is 8 plus 7 is what? 15 plus 16 is what? 31 minus 12. It is going to give us something like 31 minus 12. 19 Abby. So that. So now you see that at any value of x we pick, we are going to have what? Different outputs. So that is what this thing is telling us, that f is what? Is a function. Now f of x is what? Is the value that the function has assigned to any value of x we pick. So that is that. Please I would like to stop here. Do well to watch the next video. I'm going to be having some examples on function. Thank you. Do have a nice day. I remain always at SIR-MuCOT.